The coffee maker gurgled its final sigh, filling the kitchen with a warm, familiar aroma. I reached for my phone, a simple morning ritual. My thumb swiped across the smooth glass, expecting to see the usual cascade. Overnight news alerts, messages from friends in different time zones, and the day's weather forecast. But the screen was blank, not dark, but empty. The little icons were there, but they led nowhere. The weather app showed a spinning circle. The news feed was frozen on yesterday's headlines. A strange digital silence had fallen. It was as if the entire world outside my window had suddenly held its breath. For a moment, I thought it was just my phone. I tapped the Wi-Fi symbol, turning it off and on again. Nothing. I walked over to my laptop, lifting the lid to a similarly unresponsive screen. The websites wouldn't load. The emails wouldn't refresh. It was a peculiar feeling, a disconnection that was more than just technical. It felt personal. The silence was no longer just digital. It was in the room with me, loud and unfamiliar. The world felt smaller, limited to the four walls of my home. This small, personal disruption was just the beginning. Imagine this happening to everyone, everywhere, all at once. The first thing to vanish would be our immediate connection to each other. The quick text message to say I'm running late would never send. The photo of a child's first step, poised to be shared with grandparents, would remain trapped on the phone. Our social applications, the vibrant streams of updates and conversations, would become static museums of the last moment. We would be alone with our devices, which were suddenly just pieces of plastic and glass, unable to reach out. The loss of easy navigation would follow almost instantly. Think of the driver, mid-route, whose map application suddenly goes blank. The blue dot that confidently guides them would simply disappear. The tourist trying to find a landmark would have to resort to a forgotten paper map, if they even had one. We have outsourced our sense of direction to these digital guides. Without them, we would be forced to look up, to read street signs, to ask strangers for help. This simple act of asking for directions, once common, would make a sudden and necessary comeback in a world without digital maps. The ripple effect would quickly spread from our personal lives into the vast machinery of our global economy. The world of work, now so deeply intertwined with online tools, would grind to a halt. The urgent email from a client would sit unsent in a digital outbox. The international team meeting would become a series of silent, empty video conference rooms. For those who work from home, the very concept of their office would evaporate. Without the cloud to access documents and the platforms to collaborate, productivity would cease. The intricate dance of modern commerce would stumble. The financial world would face a sudden and profound paralysis. Imagine trying to pay for your groceries. The transaction fails. The consequences for our health and well-being would be among the most serious. Imagine someone needing to book an urgent doctor's appointment. The online scheduling system would be down. A doctor in a rural clinic trying to consult a specialist via telemedicine. The telemedicine connection fails. Patient records stored electronically would be unreachable. Pharmacists unable to verify prescriptions with doctors' offices. First responders relying on digital maps to find the quickest route. For 4 minutes, that vital tool would be unavailable. Our healthcare system has become a network that depends on the internet. Even our homes, filled with smart devices, would feel the change. Thermostat that adjusts based on weather loses its intelligence. Voice assistant that plays music stops. Voice assistant that answers questions goes silent. Voice assistant that sets timers fails. Security camera that streams to your phone goes dark. These devices reveal their deep dependence on a constant connection. They are endpoints in a vast network, not self-sufficient. When that network fails, they become simple, non-smart objects. The music streaming service stops mid-chorus. The video platform refuses to load new content. Online games disconnect millions of players. It forces us to confront the invisible infrastructure we rely on. The power grid uses the internet for monitoring. Supply chains track goods across the globe via the internet. A 4-minute pause would demonstrate this reality. It wouldn't just be an inconvenience, it would be a momentary shutdown of the modern world's operating system. It would reveal fragility, a single point of failure cascading from global to personal. When the 4 minutes are over, and the digital world rushes back to life, what would we be left with? We might feel an overwhelming sense of relief as our devices chime with a flood of notifications. The maps would work again, the messages would send, the money would flow. But we might also carry a new awareness with us. We would have a fresh memory of the silence, a brief but profound understanding of what we miss when we are always connected. We might miss the chance for spontaneous, unplanned moments. We might miss the simple act of being present in our physical surroundings, without the pull of a screen. The experience could teach us about our own resilience. In those 4 minutes, people would have looked up from their phones. They might have spoken to the person next to them. A driver might have rolled down their window to ask for directions. A family might have simply talked.